Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we've got something pretty special lined up.
We really do.
Mhm.
Well, it's different. We're essentially passing the mic.
Exactly. To someone whose work, frankly, we both deeply respect and, have personally found incredibly accurate, our friend Lorenzo.
That's him.
Yeah.
For anyone maybe not familiar, Lorenzo is this, well, incredibly gifted astrologer, tarot reader.
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, prophetic sometimes.
No exaggeration. We're both pretty solid believers in what he does, his connection.
Absolutely. So what we're doing today isn't us summarizing his work.
Right. No interpretation, no filter. This is Lorenzo's full monthly forecast, specifically for Aries.
Focusing on that upcoming full moon, May 12th.
Yes, and it's verbatim, exactly as he wrote it. He always stresses, check both your sun sign and your ascendant, your rising sign.
Yeah, for the full picture, how it really lands in your day-to-day life.
So think of this like a direct channel to his insights. We just wanted to make sure you got the whole message, unfiltered, because, well, we know how powerful it can be.
We really do.
So if you're an Aries sun or you have Aries rising, get ready. This is Lorenzo's Aries Tarastrology for the full moon on May 12th. The title is Total Rebirth in the Depths.
Okay, here we go. Aries Tarastrology, full moon, May 12, total rebirth in the depths.
And Lorenzo begins. Each planetary body is represented by its tarot archetype. Each sign is its costume, its mask.
Each house is the stage where it plays its role. This is a psychic opera. Let's begin.
Remember to check both your sun sign and your ascendant, your rising sign, for a more accurate and personalized horoscope, as the ascendant shapes how the planetary transits play out in your daily life.
And then he adds, with emphasis, the moon is full, the truth is naked, the tarot speaks.
Okay, so now we get into the core of it, the main event, as he calls it.
Right, so it's the full moon, which he connects to the High Priestess tarot card,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Scorpio, that's the death card archetype.
Wow.
All happening in the 8th house of the astrology chart.
Okay, deep territory there. So Lorenzo says, let me get his exact words. This is not a soft glow, it's a lunar scalpel. Ooh.
Okay.
The high priestess in the robes of death walks into your 8th house, your temple of transformation, sex, secrets, trauma, and rebirth.
So all the intense stuff.
All of it.
Ugh.
She does not whisper, she reveals. Something hidden in your psyche or finances is about to be unearthed, and it will not ask permission.
Right, full moons often bring things to light, whether you're ready or not.
Exactly. He continues, you are invited, no, summoned to shed a skin. Secrets could be exposed. Or you might willingly surrender control to face the truth you've buried. You won't leave the same.
That last line, you won't leave the same, that feels significant. Knowing Lorenzo, he doesn't say that lightly.
Not at all. The 8th house, Scorpio, death card energy. It's inherently transformative, isn't it? That lunar scalpel image is pretty powerful.
It really is. Okay, so let's move to the first specific aspect he pulls out, a trine.
Right, a trine. That's usually more flowing energy, yeah.
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
It's between Saturn, which he links to the world card in Pisces,
Mm-hmm.
the sign associated with the moon card.
Oh.
And this is happening in the 12th house.
The house of the hidden, the subconscious. Right.
Exactly. So Lorenzo describes it like this. The world meditates in a temple of ghosts.
Wow, imagery.
This is karma, concluding behind the veil. You're finishing a spiritual contract.
Ah, so like stuff ending on a deeper level.
Seems so. Closure might come through a dream, a sign, or a revelation from your unconscious. The full moon empowers this graceful ending.
Hmm.
A cycle you couldn't end consciously ends mystically.
That makes a lot of sense, especially with the 12th house. Things resolving almost without you having to force it.
Yeah, like a background process reaching completion. Saturn, the lord of karma, in his supportive aspect there, it feels like a destined ending.
Okay, next up is an opposition. Those tend to be more challenging.
Yeah, they create tension, a kind of pull between 2 points. This one is between Uranus, the Fool card.
The unpredictable element.
Exactly. In Taurus, the Hierophant, more traditional energy, and this is in the 2nd house.
The house of values, money, possession.
Right. So Lorenzo says, the Fool breaks tradition in the house of tradition.
Aha, okay.
This is financial shock, identity disruption, or a radical reevaluation of your self-worth.
So impacting potentially income or how you see yourself, your value.
Yeah, definitely. What you value, how you earn, or what you own may feel unstable. But this friction between the High Priestess and the Fool, it wakes you up.
Ah, so the tension is purposeful.
Seems like it. Expect a detour that sets you free, but only after you lose what you thought you needed.
Woof. Okay, lose what you thought you needed. That's classic Uranus, shaking things up to liberate you, even if it feels disruptive at first.
Precisely. A wake-up call about security, maybe. What true security even is.
Makes sense. Okay, what's next? Another trine.
Yes, a trine involving the North Node, which is retrograde. He links that to the star card, but reversed.
The star reversed. Hope maybe turned inward or delayed.
Something like that. It's in Pisces again, the moon card, and also in the 12th house.
Back to the 12th. Interesting.
Yeah. Lorenzo calls this a whispered prophecy. The reversed star doesn't shine publicly. It shimmers deep within.
Okay.
Destiny is pulling you toward spiritual solitude, healing, or even creative exile.
So a call to go inward.
Very much so. This trine shows divine timing, aligning through letting go. If it vanishes, it was poison. If it stays, it's sacred.
Wow. That's a clear directive. Letting go is a way to discern what's truly meant for you. That resonates with the Scorpio full moon theme, too.
Totally. Purging, releasing.
Okay, next is a sextile. That's an opportunity aspect, usually.
Yes, it suggests ease or chance to connect energies helpfully. This is the South Node retrograde past patterns, karmic baggage, which he represents as the devil, reversed, breaking free from bondage in the sign of Virgo, the hermit.
The hermit, practical self-sufficiency.
In the 6th house, which relates to daily routines, work, service, health.
Okay, so breaking free from routines or service.
Looks like it, Lorenzo says.
Yeah.
You're finally breaking chains to compulsive routines, toxic service roles, or martyrdom.
Martyrdom. That hits home for some Aries energy sometimes.
Right. The devil reversed, dressed as the hermit, offers a backdoor out of your burnout.
A backdoor out of burnout. I like that.
The full moon sextile here says, purge what enslaves your body or schedule. It could be time to quit a job, cleanse a habit, or stop being responsible for others' chaos.
Very direct. A real chance to reclaim energy and, like, stop overgiving or being stuck in unhealthy patterns.
Exactly. Prioritizing your own well-being.
Okay, there's one more specific aspect. A quincunx. That's an awkward angle, right? Needs adjustment.
Yeah, it's a 150-degree aspect, often feels a bit disconnected, requires integration. It involves Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune.
Luck expansion.
In Gemini, the Lover's card. Choices, communication, the 3rd house of communication, siblings, short trips.
So Jupiter in the communication house sounds potentially good.
Potentially. But the quincunx to the full moon creates friction, Lorenzo says. Information overload.
Ah.
The moon and Jupiter are not speaking the same language. Emotional depth meets mental frenzy.
Okay, I can feel that clash. Deep feelings versus scattered thoughts.
Right. You may receive news, a message, or a conversation that feels lucky but demands adaptation. You might mistrust it at first.
So don't jump on it immediately?
Seems like the advice is don't rush, integrate. Let your intuition translate the message.
Intuition again. Feeling the message rather than just thinking about it.
Exactly. Discernment is key there.
Okay, so that covers the main aspects around the full moon itself. Now he talks about the ongoing planetary backdrop.
Yeah, the bigger themes playing out. First, Saturn conjunct the North Node retrograde in the 12th.
The world meets the star reversed, still in that 12th house. What does that bring?
Lorenzo explains, you're building a sanctuary inside your soul. This is karmic alignment with the divine path, but it requires sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
A dream may die so a bigger one can rise.
Powerful. That echoes the creative exile idea. Building something internal, maybe letting go of an external ambition for a while.
Feels like it. A deep, perhaps private realignment with your soul's purpose.
Okay, then there's Saturn opposite the South Node.
The world opposing the devil reversed. Tension again.
What's the tension about?
Lorenzo says, your addiction to being needed, to being useful, is now your prison.
Ouch. Direct.
Scary. The world says, you are complete without their approval. Let them cope.
Wow. So a direct challenge to people-pleasing or defining yourself by what you do for others.
Yeah, breaking free from that need for external validation, which ties into the devil reverse theme.
Makes sense. Then Saturn square Jupiter.
The world squares the Wheel of Fortune. Challenge, friction.
Between what? Structure and luck.
Kind of. Lorenzo puts it, divine timing is clashing with earthly logic. You can't think your way out of this. Trust what feels inevitable.
Ah, that feeling of trying to plan or control things, but life has other ideas.
Exactly. Surrendering intellect to intuition, trusting the flow even when it doesn't make logical sense.
Okay, and then Uranus the Fool aspects, the nodes too.
Yeah, nicely aspected, actually. Sextile the North Node RX, trine the South Node RX.
So supportive Uranus energy.
Seems so. Lorenzo says, a wildcard opportunity aligns perfectly with your soul's purpose. and releases you from karmic repetition.
Sounds amazing. What's the catch?
But you must leap unprepared and unapproved.
Classic fool energy. Taking a chance, stepping off the cliff without knowing exactly where you'll land.
But with a sense that it's somehow
Right.
aligned.
Cool. Okay, last bit of the backdrop. The nodes squaring Jupiter.
Yeah, both north and south nodes are square Jupiter, the wheel of fortune. More challenge.
So confusion around destiny and luck.
Pretty much. Lorenzo says, your destiny doesn't make sense yet. Your past doesn't explain the future. Jupiter, as the wheel, turns with confusion. Your mind may scream. Your soul must whisper louder.
Again, that call to inner listening above the mental noise. The path forward isn't clear through logic right now.
Not at all. Trust the soul's whispers.
Okay, so after all that, Lorenzo sums it up with the tarot verdict for Aries.
Yes, here it is. This full moon is a ritual death.
Ritual death.
Okay? What dies was never truly yours. What remains was always waiting for your permission to rise.
Oh, I like that. What remains was waiting.
You're being torn between chaos and surrender, intellect and instinct, gain and freedom.
That captures the tensions perfectly.
The only way forward, let go, go deep, then go off script.
Let go deep, go off script. Powerful mantra for this time.
Definitely sums up the intensity and the call to authentic action.
But he doesn't stop there, does he? He says, yes, let's go deeper. Let's break the mirror.
Yeah, he digs into 5 specific, deeper interpretations. Number 1, the 8th house activation plus the Fool in the 2nd equals money grief.
Money grief. That's not a term you hear often. What does he mean?
Okay, his words. Nobody's talking about the grief of letting go of income that's tied to trauma.
Tied to trauma. Okay.
You're not just purging a toxic job, debt, or outdated self-worth. You're grieving the false safety it gave you.
The familiar discomfort being a weird kind of safety net.
Exactly. You've known how to survive poor. You've known how to grind under pressure. You've never known how to thrive without pain.
Wow.
This moon cracks that spell, and it hurts. Let the grief come. That's not failure. That's freedom detox.
Freedom detox. That reframes it completely. Grieving the old survival mode to make space for actual thriving. That's profound.
It really is. Okay, point 2. The world plus the star RX in the 12th equals cosmic withdrawal.
Cosmic withdrawal. Like needing space.
Big time. He says, you're not supposed to be visible right now. You're supposed to be missed.
Whoa.
Withdraw. Ghost the matrix. Let your silence do the talking. Everyone else will scream to be seen. You dissolve.
Dissolve.
And when you reemerge, it's not with the same name, same price, or same rules. This is energetic surgery in private.
Energetic surgery in private. That really emphasizes the internal nature of this transformation. Needs quiet. Needs space.
Absolutely. No performing, just becoming.
Okay, point 3. The devil arc sextile the full moon equals freeing your body from a contract.
And he means this literally.
Literally. How so?
His words. Literal. If you've been touching someone, working for someone, or committing to someone in a way that makes your stomach curl, it's energetically binding you.
That gut feeling.
Exactly. The devil reversed in your 6th house says, the spell is weak now. Leave. Listen to your gut. It knows which agreements your nervous system no longer consents to.
Your nervous system no longer consents. That's powerful. Trusting that deep physical reaction to situations or people.
Yeah, honoring your body's no.
Okay, 4th deeper point. The wheel, Jupiter, square the nodes equals destiny distortion.
Distortion. So things aren't what they seem.
Right. Lorenzo warns, everyone will tell you, big opportunities are coming. No.
No, but Jupiter.
This is a false offer wrapped in glitter. It's a test. If you grab it out of fear, you're looped back into karmic cycles.
So the shiny thing might be a distraction.
Exactly. What's real? The thing you're scared to say yes to because it doesn't make sense.
The thing that doesn't make sense.
The Fool plus star RX, whisper it in a dream, a deja vu, a flicker. Follow that, not the hype.
Follow the flicker, not the hype. Good advice. Discernment, again, tuning into that subtle, intuitive knowing over the loud, logical, maybe fear-based choice.
Absolutely. Okay, and the 5th deeper point, he calls it a wow moment.
What is it?
This isn't a death. This is an exorcism.
An exorcism. Wow, okay.
He clarifies. The high priestess in death's robe isn't killing you. She's removing the parasite that fed on your fear of losing control.
A parasite.
Yeah.
Like a limiting belief or pattern.
Yes. A voice, a memory, a need to be punished. That was never yours. This full moon won't give you closure. It will give you extraction.
Extraction, not closure. That's a key distinction.
It is. You may shake, cry, purge, scream, sleep for 12 hours, or delete everything. Let it happen.
Permission to just let the release happen however it needs to, not fighting it, but allowing the extraction of what doesn't belong.
Exactly. It's not about destroying yourself. It's about removing something foreign that feels lighter somehow, more hopeful.
Definitely. Okay, so after all that deep stuff, does he offer any, practical steps?
He does. He gives some practical advice, real talk, as he calls it.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, don't sign contracts May 11-14 unless you're ready to break them later.
Good to know. Mercury retrograde vibes almost. Instability.
Yeah. Second, delete old emails, phone numbers, DMs that pull you back to your lower self.
Energetic hygiene. Cutting cords digitally.
Third, clean out your wallet or bank app. Literally delete the digital residue of scarcity.
Ooh, tangible action reflecting the inner work. I like that.
Fourth, write a letter to who you were when you needed that job person coping mechanism. Burn it.
Ritual release. Powerful.
And fifth, sleep, dream, fast, cry, talk to no one, then talk to the moon.
Embracing that cosmic withdrawal, basically. Tuning inward.
Exactly. All very concrete ways to work with this energy.
Yeah, really grounds the whole forecast.
And then he leaves us with one final wow line.
Okay, hit me.
This full moon isn't about healing. It's about remembering that you were never broken. You were just edited to survive. And now you restore your original coding.
Restore your original coding. Wow, that lands. It's not about fixing damage. It's about returning to your true essence.
Exactly. The wholeness was always there, just obscured, edited, until now.
That's incredibly empowering.
It really is. And finally, he has his closing call to action.
Right.
Lorenzo says, if this prophecy ignited something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, subscribe. Let others feel this roar.
And if you're ready to step into your own reign order, your personalized astrology or tarot reading from me, Lorenzo.
This is an entertainment. This is your divine blueprint. Links below.
Let's write your legacy louder, sharper, and truer than ever before.
And that's it. That is the complete verbatim forecast from Lorenzo for Aries around this May 12th full moon.
Wow. Just hearing it all laid out.
Yeah.
It's incredibly potent, isn't it? And knowing Lorenzo, the depth behind each word.
Absolutely. We really, we trust his insights deeply, and we hope delivering it this way directly has been valuable for you listening.
Yeah, no doubt it'll resonate differently for everyone, but the core themes are so strong. Transformation, release, authenticity.
Definitely take some time if you're an Aries sun or rising especially, but really for anyone feeling these themes, to just sit with what stood out, what felt like it was speaking directly to you.
What might you need to let go of? What off-script path might be calling?
And maybe consider that final thought from him, that idea of your original coding.
Yeah. Considering everything Lorenzo laid out, what aspect of your original coding, that true essence beneath the survival edits, what part of that are you feeling ready to restore right now?
It's a big question, something powerful to reflect on as you navigate this full moon energy.